Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm the Afrikaans one, and I believe everybody can understand Afrikaans. So I will try to prepare speaking English. So please be patient with me. Now, I'm Chris Matthys. In Afrikaans, we used to say the surname Matthys means to maak jou tuis by almal se huis. So to be at home at everybody's house. So I'm the principal of one of the biggest schools in the area. Biggest in the sense with all the problems and the difficulties and everything that may sound negative. But with the help and understanding of an NMC and with the CEO Sean standing over there and Wendy standing next to me, I believe that we are on the right track, because our school is in LC's River. Now, if you don't know where LC's River is, one of the projects and one of the sons of LC's River is sitting over there. He told me just before we started that he stayed in 18th Street. And 18th Street is adjacent to the school, very close to the school, and to see a product of LC's River, you can understand the possibilities is unlimited. Because many times when you hear the word LC's River, what can come good out of LC's? LC's of all people. So I'm in LC's. Now, we are not one of the biggest schools. We only have 725 children, and next year we will have more children, because Norwood is now on the map. People are now aware of Norwood because Norwood has got a very good history. Norwood is over 100 years old, but there is a problem now of the age of Norwood. Because some people say it's 93 years old, some say it's 105 years old. So now we have a problem, because any changes that we want to make, you can't just make any changes because there's a body or a board or something that you have to go through. Don't ask me what boards and bodies there are. But there is something that you must go through. So it is not that easy to change things in area at LC's River. Now we are from grade R, not pre-grade R, from grade R to grade 7. Now this is at the school we have in every grade 1 English class and 2 or 3 Afrikaans classes. That's why we are more Afrikaans than English. So you can understand now my Afrikaans is better than my English, because I was also born in the platteland. And there you use English only as self-defense. 19 teachers and 3 governing body posts. Now people, please open your ears to hear what we are paying for our teachers, a governing body post. 3 teachers, and we are paying them 5,500 rand per month. I think some domestic workers is being paid more than that. They start working, they have the same working hours than any other teacher. So you can understand if the teachers feel that it is unfair that they are doing, and some of the teachers are doing a better job than the teachers paid by the Department of Mekaar. But they are doing the job for the love of the children. So that 19 teachers and 3 governing body posts, because our school fees, we are not a no-fee school. Although the houses around the area are middle class people, but our children comes from areas. And where we say we eat a lot of Jewish food, the kush, but the kush for the bullets. Because that is the area that our children comes from. And the school fees are only 300 rand per year. And last year, the money that was paid in was only 28% of that 300 rand per child. And I think that I'm right if I say 1,100 when you're no fee school. No fee, 1,000. So you that's 1,001.
1,171.
It's a 71 cents also coming, 71 rand. So now you can work out a budget. You can budget according to the money that you know that will come in. We can budget now only 28%. So you're always working your heels, because the problems are so many that you believe that you can't move forward. Some of our greatest challenges that we are facing: poverty, but also the people believe in hands out, not hands up. That's the problem. And I don't want to blame the government, but some things started after 94. I must get it. I don't need to work for it. The facilities are very old. As I told you, let us say 100 years old. So we have a hall. It's not a hall. Jy hardloop weg, jy hol, jy hardloop. Because it's not a space that is conducive to assembly. Also the teachers now, of the 22 teachers, 20 of them belongs to a certain teacher union. I'm not going to mention any union. So they are very, very politics aware. So you have that problem with your community, you have the problem with the teacher apathy, you have the problem with the parents, you have the problem with the absent fathers. And that is one of our greatest challenges. The fathers are very absent. When you have a meeting, and when you start your meeting 6 o'clock, quarter to 7, 7 o'clock, you must be finished. The people must get home before the Jewish food comes. So you have that problem with your community that you believe that needs you. Because me coming from the platteland, I'm still that ou meester. House visits. Ek gaan nou huis toe gaan kyk hoekom is jy nie in skool nie. And it's not easy in that area. But I feel that it helps a lot in our community when we are hands-on. And they understand better. Also the problem in the school, yeah, corporal punishment is out. But corporal punishment was taken away from us. And now, we have ill-disciplined children. We have parents that taught the children to speak. And we have children that taught the parents to keep quiet. Because I'm talking now. And the children comes with that attitude to the school. And you're having a problem if you want to discipline their children. Normally parents doesn't come to school. But once the child complains at home, immediately. That's one thing that I tried one day. I spread a rumor. That was wrong of me, but... And I said that one of our children was shot. In less than half an hour. I had 300 parents at the school. Normally at the meetings of 50 49, 300 parents now at my meeting. So it is not easy to get the parents at the school to be part of what is going on at the school. Before I give over to Wendy, with the support of NMC, we are really, and Wendy will talk more about that, we are moving forward in a big way. So from my side, I would like to say thank you to NMC, because listen to what the other schools said, we still have a lot of work to do. But thank you that you set the template now for us. And we know where to go to now. I have your telephone numbers. Wendy.
Thank you so much, Mr. Matthys. Okay, so when NMC got involved, sorry.
Did I have that one?
Yeah.
I wasn't even aware of it.
Okay. So when NMC got involved with Mr. Matthys, it was a bit of a team collaboration. Normally a partner has one partnership, but NMC had, Mr. Matthys had Sean, he had myself, he had the maintenance manager on speed dial, he had the marketing department working behind him. So we've done this very much as a team collaboration. And that's why when I say we were supposed to have a partnership plan right at the beginning, and our approach was more like plan, what plan? We'll just take this as it goes. But we very much focused on relationship building between the teachers and the HODs and the leadership of the school. We focused on trust, which is something that has been eroded at the school. And then we also dealt with broader community involvement. So how do we get the NMC community involved in this project and that it become a collaborative project for the organization? And I think this demonstrates a little bit our course. So what we thought would be a straightforward partnership often took lots of turns, and we still every now and get thrown off by something that's happened at the school that we didn't expect, or they didn't quite fit into our little plan that we had. So Mr. Matthys and my journey has been very much not a straight one, but a curve one, a little bit like a roller coaster ride. Some of the things that we were able to achieve in this year, we inspired commitment and action with the teachers, and teacher apathy and relationship with the teachers was a big concern. So what we did right at the beginning is we hosted a teachers conference, and again Chantal's wonderful organizational skills came to play there. We during that day we encouraged full participation from the teachers, so academic planning, gave them an opportunity to really engage in the process and then be part of the planning for that year. We had breakaways, which for the teachers was fantastic because they could actually break into small groups and do their planning individually, and it was quite a new experience for them being in what they considered a corporate environment, which for us was not corporate at all. We also sponsored a very dear part of our NMC family. Sister Judy is our occupational nurse, and she did a fantastic talk with the teachers on stress management and absenteeism management, which I think had quite a positive effect on the absenteeism within the school, which was also a problem. Many hours were spent with Mr. Matthys and myself and with some of his teachers, and will still continue to be spent around mentorship and coaching, talking about leadership principles, introducing Mr. Matthys and his team to new ways of thinking about situations. And often all I was that ear to him, just listening and trying my best to give sound advice without judgment. We then built a broad base of involvement. So one of the other Partners for Possibility objectives is to build that broad-based participation. And we did that by involving the NMC staff in all the projects that we did. And that ranged from painting classrooms to renovating to building a new stage. And there you can see everything was orange. We would have painted the school orange if we had a chance. And then lastly, we also sustained hope and participation by trying to involve the staff members, family members. So when we collected books and clothing, and the only brief to Mr. Matthys was he knows in his school who are the really needy children. So his brief was send it home with the right children. And we collected a vast number of books and food for that. The plan ahead, this is certainly not the end of the road for us. I think we're just starting to break ground. And for us, a little bit of Ainsley's inspiration there, that this is some of the stuff that we'll be focusing on in the next 6 months, is taking this bumpy ride of sort of going with the flow and seeing what's needed, and today it's fixing the toilets, and tomorrow it's painting the classrooms, and the next day it's trying to split Mr. Matthys and his vice apart. Any more jobs in Gansbaai, you let us know. So the next phase of our partnership is certainly going to have to be a lot more strategic and a lot more planned, and that's really what we're going to be focusing on for the next year. And that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.